Hello there, world of tankers. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Droodles Blitz, and in today's video, I'll be playing in and reviewing the BZ-176. Wargaming must really want our money, because they released the BZ-176 with the Waffenträger Alfie 100 back in December. That was only 3 months ago, and yet the vehicle is already being sold in crates. And if you want to get the vehicle guaranteed, it's going to cost you 65,000 gold. Yeah, that's pretty expensive. Even if you're getting double gold bundles, that's close to about $100 worth of gold. Do I think that this tank is worth $100? Well, it's definitely a lot better than the BZ-74-1, but I can't say it's anything truly spectacular. In today's video, I'll be reviewing the 176, showcasing its capabilities, and how I personally feel it stacks up against other competitive Tier 9s. Let's start off very briefly with the armor, because, to be honest, it doesn't have much armor. This is 240 mils a pen aiming in on the vehicle. The lower plate is terrible, the mid plate is terrible, and even the upper plate is not very good. So, already we can see the armor is not effective. The turret on flat ground is 240, and using the whopping 6 degrees of gun depression the vehicle has, there you go, there's your max gun depression, you can get the turret up to 250. Woo! Basically what that means is if we get like any tier 8 heavy tank, I don't know, how about an Astron Rex, a medium, and you load gold, you actually won't pen, surprisingly. Oh, because the Astron only has 250 mils of premium. Okay, let's get a tank a little bit more pen. T-32, yeah, there you go. That's terrible. Look at it. It has no armor. Oh, terrible, bro. Yeah, don't expect to get bounces in this tank. Now, one thing I do need to change very quickly is my ammunition loadout. That's a lot better. So, what does the BZ-176 have going for it? Well, it's a double-shot high-alpha autoloader. That's its strength. It does 560 damage per shot, and it's able to deal 2 560 damage shots in 8 seconds. So, that is 1,120 potential damage in 8 seconds of time. That's a lot of damage. Unfortunately, you have so many downsides to get that damage. First of all, even with refined gun and vents, it's 0.335 dispersion. Its aiming time is pretty poor at 4 seconds, not to mention it has some of the worst heat pen for a tier 9 heavy. If we make our way over to mobility, it goes 33, and it reverses at 14. So not only do you have no gun depression, not only do you have no armor, no accuracy, but you also don't have much pen. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, it's not a good tank. You can have good games in it, and surprisingly, I do very well in the BZ-176. But would I consider this to be a good vehicle for any average player to get their hands on? No, I would consider this to be probably one of the worst tanks for any player to drive, especially when vehicles like the Object 752 exist, which are currently being sold for 12,000 gold. I think it's actually on purpose that Wargaming's selling the 752 at the same time they're selling this tank, because they're trying to make the 752 look more appealing. But, yeah, we're gonna hopefully get into a battle here at some point, and we'll see what the BZ can do. Well, not a great map for heavy tanks. Castilla is one of my least favorite maps in the game, for at least slow tanks, and the reason why is because medium side usually dictates what goes on here. We have a no camo Tiger 2, no camo Caliban. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go to heavy side. I don't do it much, but I'm so lazy, and I don't want to climb all the way over to the other side of the map, so we're actually gonna go to heavy side. Now, you can see the power to weight ratio on this vehicle. Not terrible, but that's because it, again, goes 33 kilometers per hour. It's literally one of the slowest tanks in the game. So if you're expecting this thing to beat any land speed records, don't. Now we're going to try and cross this. Is it a bad idea? Maybe, but I don't know. It's a tier 8 battle, and evidently nobody's going here, so the plan actually worked out pretty well. Okay, well, if nobody's here, then... oh, interesting. So they do have tanks over here. They have an IS-5. Alright, well, the IS-5's not... ow. What? Okay. Okay. I guess you're just big brain. Well, you know what? You're not big braining anymore. Thank you for the 1100 assistance, team. And get out of there, you frickin' cringy camper. Yeah, that's what I thought. Get out of there. Well, we got the IS-5 and we got the T-95. Chonk. Oh, look at that damage. Now that is where the alpha of this vehicle does feel quite insane. 2 shots and a T-95 is out of the game. I mean, it doesn't matter how mid the gun of this vehicle is. It doesn't matter how mid the armor of this vehicle is. The fact that you can do what I just did, that's what makes the tank fun. And, for example, this Lorraine, definitely a threat, right? Lorraine is a big threat, but not a big threat to me, because I'm going to drive up this ridge, and there you go, 538, and in a couple more seconds, might be able to get another shell into the Lorraine. I'm going to ignore that player, and we're going to aim it actually on the Super Pershing, and bonk. Oh, okay. Well, again, the accuracy is not very good. At least you have heavy tank levels of hit points, though. At 2,184 health, realistically, I shouldn't have to worry too much about bleeding. And in 8 seconds, we will already have another clip ready. So we're going to move up this hill, and I'm kind of hoping I can get some damage into the IS-5. Let's see. Got the Destiny over here. IS-5 is crossing. Chonk! Oof! 501. Are we going to be able to get another shell into the IS-5? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, you're going to... I don't know what the IS-5's doing, honestly. Tiger's getting bled. And at this point, I saw they had a full health 752 somewhere over here. So I'm going to actually see if we can get some farm out into that 752. They still have quite a bit of tanks left on their team. And in 8 seconds, we'll have a shell for the Lorraine. Come over here. I want to say hello to you. All right, well, the 752's over there. We're going to aim it on the Lorraine. Bonk, 621 into you. And then, in a couple seconds, we can aim it on the rear of the 752 and bonk. Oof. I have to say, like, when this gun works, it does feel so incredibly nice. Like, I don't love the mobility on this tank. The armor, terrible. Like, you're seeing the armor again here. But it doesn't really matter when, at the end of the day... Oh, no. Oh, it's a 7.5... Oh, we might be a little cooked, guys. We might be a little cooked. Okay, reload, reload, reload. Boom. 700. Okay. Come on, we gotta live for, like... we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Yes! 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 I don't know how we out-reloaded that 7.52, because that tank has way, way more DPM than me. But not bad. Not bad. I am very worried about that Waffenträger Panzer IV, or the Ritter, actually. But we're going to reload for another 8 seconds. Obviously, you have a long reload on this tank, but it's understandable. Let's aim in on the Tiger 2. Bonk. There you go. Easy shell. Oh my god, my Caliban got utterly obliterated, bruh. Well, we're up to 4,600 damage now. And Caliban died. My assumption is that the Ritter is on top of the hill. There's no other real way I could figure out where that player is, but I would assume, yeah, that's what I was going to guess. Somewhere over on that hill. So we're in a tank that goes 33 up against a tank which can go 42 and has much better camo and much better everything else. So we will see what happens here. We're going to activate our speed boost. Now, realistically, we still could clear this player. I don't know how much health they're at, but I think they may have been a one-shot, which actually would be amazing for me. So, I might try and get into the base cap. I think that's realistically the best play to make. I don't know how well it'll work out, but we got 2 minutes, which is plenty of time to get in the base. So we're gonna try and cap this out. I don't know if we'll win. I mean, obviously, it's so hard to tell. Capping the base on this map sucks because of how exposed it is, but the ideal play that we're gonna make here is we're gonna position our tank this way, and we're gonna stare right here. That's the play we are going to make. Is it gonna work? I don't know. I mean, I can't really spot that bush there, so we're gonna chill right here. We're gonna get into the best angle possible, and then, well, see what happens. I like how this Baraska's like coaching me, bruh. Yeah. Thank you. I've only done all of the damage from our team combined. My assumption, though, would be the Ritter would roll around this corner. I mean, it's possible the Ritter will roll behind me, and if it does, then oh well. But I would assume the Ritter's going to roll over here. That would be my guess, because this would be the easiest way for that player to push. So We're up to 50 on the base cap now. We have plenty of time. There's only, as we can see, 60 seconds left. I could get spotted through that gap there, but there is a tree in the way. I don't know if the Ritter can spot that far. Oh, and we're spotted. How fun. I don't think he's behind me. I think he's in front. We're going to chill here. Okay. We're good so far. Back up. I don't think he's behind me. No, he's not. Yes. Okay, 85, 86. Yes! Get out of the game! Get out of the game. Ha 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 ha. 4,900 damage. 5 kills. Man, I know I just said the tank's really mid, but I had a lot of fun in that game. 5,128. Oh, that's great. We aced the vehicle. We did pretty good. I'm not going to say anything negative about the Brask, but just advice, if you're a player with, 3,000 games, try not to necessarily give other people advice. I'm not saying that you can't, but like telling somebody to stop when they're in the base cap or something like that, nitpicky, you died. Your chance to play the game's over. Let me have my chance. That's really the best way to describe it. So let's try one more game in the BZ. See if we can do as well. I don't think we're going to get another 5k, but you can see why I enjoy this tank. It's not a very good vehicle. Like, you might think to yourself, oh my god, look at the damage output. But it's slow, it has no armor. Any map that is dictated by gun depression, you're useless on. But when you get into a game like the one we just played, where you're up against a bunch of people who don't know what they're doing, and you're able to just go chonk, chonk, and take 1,200 health off whatever it is, it feels really nice. And you can see that while the gun is very inaccurate, because its aiming time is actually decent, it's not terrible on hitting its shots, which is rather surprising. Man, what is up with me and these absolutely tragic maps to be getting in the BZ? This is a map that requires gun depression, and we're in a tank that has no gun depression. And the only spot that I can go that doesn't require gun depression is where our team is not going, which would be over there. So instead, we're going to head all the way wide to the kind of area over here. And I think this will be the best spot we can work. Yeah, we can see the entire enemy team going over there. Contra Car 1 Mark II has gotten already up into that spot. Honestly, this map is unfair. The position that you can see the enemy Contra Car in gets to that spot so much faster on that side of the map than where I'm able to go on this side of the map. And it's because of the way the spawns are. It's very cringe though, and I wish Wargaming would do a better job on map design, but Wargaming and doing a good job, those two words don't really go well together. Well, we got the Contra Caro. Chonk! Wow, that was a terrible roll. 425. But that's fine. We're just gonna cross over here, aiming again. Oh, why'd we stop right there? No! No, and then I'm stuck. No, no, no. Okay, we're good. We're good. I can't believe my RNG. That's your .335 dispersion there. Yeah, as I said, it's not an accurate tank. You don't expect this thing to hit shots. To be fair, I probably should have waited and I could have hit him, but still, like, this thing is not accurate. 54 is trying to rush the 704, and I'm aiming and aiming and aiming. Chunk! I will say, at least with gunpowder, the gun's not too bad on its accuracy. Oh, the 704 missed. Come on, aiming, 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 aiming. Ooh-ah! Ha-ha! Goodbye, T-55, eh? That wasn't bad. That was pretty good, actually. Alright, we're up to 1,500 damage. And we got the Tiger 2 over here. Okay. 10 seconds left on our reload. Don't you worry. Oh my god, this Tiger is getting obliterated. I don't really care about the Tiger. I care a lot more about the Yo. Ooh, 529 into the side of that Yo. Alright, and let's reload again. We got the KV-5 right here. Chonk! That went so incredibly low. But it hit, and it penned. By the way, traverse speed, oh, it's bad. It's bad traverse. Everything about this tank is bad, but it's fun. And that's what I sometimes like about Blitz, is that you can have a trash tank. A great example is the Caliban. I mean, I think we can all agree the Caliban is one of the worst tanks in the game, and yet... Oh! Okay, while I did say that this tank is fun, it's not fun to miss those shots. I will say that. Missing that shot is, I should have just driven out more in the open and shot him, but still, yeah. Missing easy shots make you want to die. And I have died very much inside after missing both of those shells there. Alright, let's try getting a shot into the yo. Here we go. Chonk. There you go. 534. Not bad. Okay. How much did we end up dealing this game? I don't know. We did a decent amount. We took out the 55A. We shot the KV5 and the yo. And then we shot the yo again. I think we did alright. Yeah, 2874. Not a bad result. I think this is definitely a better game to showcase where the downsides of this vehicle can definitely occur. We still did top on the team, and really no complaints from me. But, man, this gun sometimes... Whew! Either way, fun tank. And you can see, even in Tier 8 games, it doesn't do amazing. You can imagine against Tier 10s, the not-so-good armor paired with the not-so-good traverse speed and mobility make this a not-so-good tank. But it's fun. So, I'm not going to diss it too much, because I do enjoy playing in it a lot. And sometimes I will sacrifice my win rate, or even some average damage, to have fun in a vehicle. Today, I played the vehicle 4 times, won 2 games, lost 2. The teams that I lost with sucked. 3,000 damage in this game. Look at my team. And then this battle here, 1,600. Look at my team. So, I can't really say much about the tank in a negative aspect in those games, but yeah, it's fun. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the BZ-176, but I definitely would not recommend to buy it, especially when vehicles like the 752 exist and are sold much cheaper. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.